Okay, everybody, so our science for today and tomorrow. If you remember on Monday, we talked about the 10 different classes of animals, so you can see them on screen at the moment, and we then got ourselves into groups where you were asked to find out more about the class of animal that you've been assigned to. If you've forgotten which class of animal you were assigned to, there is a link on the work for today that you can access it to find out whether you're doing reptiles or mammals or so on. You've also got the sheet that tells you the information that you need to include. So those are the introduction, the characteristics, special abilities, habitat, diet and life cycle. Okay, and the example on this page just now, where it says the general introduction, should help you to fill out those missing gaps. So on your one, you have got some missing spaces for you to fill out. So if you are doing reptiles, you're at a bit of an advantage because this one kind of tells you what to fill out. So, for example, the first gap where it says so reptiles are air-breathing vertebrates. They include, and then different types of animals they include, such as crocodiles, snakes, lizards, turtles, and tortoises. We focus our research on and then an animal. Now, the good thing about the fact that you're now doing it by yourself means that if you weren't happy with the animal that your group chose, and I know that some of you did want a different animal, then that's not a problem because you can now choose a different animal to focus your research on. So, for example, if this group, if the crocodile was chosen, you can now do a turtle or a tortoise instead. It doesn't matter if the people who are in your group are doing a different animal to you. And then some information about that chosen animal. There are more than species of in the world. So, for example, if you chose snakes, there are more than 3,000 species of snakes in the world. And we're going to tell you more about the python or the cobra, for example. And then you'll find out the characteristics, special abilities, habitat, diet and life cycle of that specific animal. The reason we want you to choose an animal is because, as we discussed, say for example you're doing mammals, you cannot talk about the habitat or diet of one mammal and assume that they are all the same. Because, for example, humans are mammals, cats are mammals, dogs, horses, dolphins, whales, and so on are all mammals with very, very different habitats, diets, and special abilities. Okay, so it's important that you choose one type of animal from that class to focus your research on. So for Thursday's lesson, all that you need to do is complete your research and fill in the boxes on the A3 sheet about the animal you have chosen. Then on Friday, you're going to be asked to present your research however you wish. So you could create a poster, you could create a booklet, it could be anything on paper or it could be on a computer. You could record a video of yourself talking about it. You could make a slideshow. You could, I suppose you create an animation if you wanted. However you want to set it out, and you can use pictures from the internet, you can draw pictures yourself, however you want to do it. Okay, we're really looking forward to finding out about the information that you've researched. So once you have completed the presentation on Friday, please can you make sure that you share it through Google Classroom, and that will help the people who didn't learn about that animal class, so people who didn't do about reptiles, for example, to learn about them from your research and your work. Okay, so that's what we'd like you to do in science for Thursday and Friday.